it is? Hooke's law, that I told you, that is vibrational frequency, or you can say that it gives a relationship between the vibration occurring, the atomic mass and the force constant, that is your bond strength. Okay, they have given that the vibrational frequency will be equal to half pi c square root of f divided by mxy divided by mx plus my. Now what they are? C is the velocity of light, F is the force constant, mx is the mass of atom x, and my is the mass of atom y. Okay, so the equation used, okay, in GPAT this question may be asked, which is the equation used for finding out the relationship between these three, that is your Hooke's law, and the equation is what? Half pi c square root of f divided by mx plus my, the whole divided by mx plus my. C is velocity of light, F is force constant, mx is mass of atom, and my is mass of atom y. Now I told you bond strength is measured by force constant, and this is the different force constant for single, double and triple bond. You can say the bond strength is increasing as the number of bond increase. Now hydrogen bonding, okay, the CH, NH, OH, these all the hydrogen type of bondings present, okay, in their molecule also lead to the change in the vibrations. Okay, now what is happening? You can say proton donor group and proton acceptor group. Proton donor group are having s orbital and proton acceptor group are having p orbital, and these both will be affecting hydrogen bonding. These are the example of proton donor group and proton acceptor group, that is carboxyl, hydroxyl, amine or amide are the type of proton donor group, means they have the ability to donate protons, oxygen, nitrogen, halogens and unsaturated groups which are able to accept the protons. Now mainly we have, you know exactly, okay, type of hydrogen bonding. There are two type of hydrogen bonding taking place, intermolecular and intramolecular. As in the figure you are seeing the molecule of water, that is H2O. The bond formed between the H and oxygen is your intra, means within that molecule only, but the bond which is formed between the two molecules, which has been shown by dash 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 line, that is your intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Okay, now what is exactly it is doing? The hydrogen bonds, okay, while hydrogen bond alters the force constant. Okay, now what is stretching bonds? Move towards longer wavelength, as in this spectrum you can see. Stretching wavelengths are at longer wavelength, okay, and bending vibrations are at higher, okay, shorter wavelength, Stretching vibrations are towards longer wavelength, or you can say low frequency, and bending vibrations are towards shorter wavelength and higher frequency. Okay, due to this is the effect due to your hydrogen bonding, and this hydrogen bonding is also affected by temperature, concentration, molecular geometry, relative acidity or basicity also. Okay, now I told you atomic mass and bond strength are the two main factors which are influencing the vibrational frequencies. Okay, now we will be already have studied briefly. Now some of other thing also leading to the affecting the vibrational frequency. In that, first is coupled interaction. Coupled interactions means what? If interaction between vibrations are occurring, or you can say coupling is occurring, if the vibrating bonds are joined to a single central atom. Okay, in the figure you can see, okay, it has been explained. Okay, the different carbon atoms are joined. Now the two carbon atom, okay, the two carbon atom, okay, this two, okay, are what? Nearer to each other, so more coupling will be occurring. Okay, okay, even between these two carbon, okay, okay, with these two. Now what is happening? Now these two, the greater coupling may occur. Why? Because here this no more carbon is attached to it. Okay, but here so further carbon is attached, but the what is happening due to the atoms vibrating bonds are attached to a single central atom, this single and central atom. So because of this, between these two graph less coupling is occurring, and this and this carbon no coupling will be occurring. Okay, this is normally due to mechanical coupling interaction between these two. Okay, now coupled vibration and Fermi resonance. Fermi resonance is also what we have said, that is combination of fundamental vibration with the overtones and combination peaks. Okay, so now vibrations which occur at different frequency of higher wave number are called coupled vibrations. Vibrations which are occurring at where at different frequency of higher wave number. Now this is an example of methyl group. Okay, this is showing asymmetric and symmetric type of stretching taking place. Okay, now CH3 group couple vibrations, okay, it takes place at different frequency. Okay, and so because of that they are spread all over the spectrum, this frequency. Okay, and because of this the overtone or combination of tones is taking place, and that is combining with our fundamental vibration, and because of that Fermi resonance is occurring. Okay, example is given carbon dioxide, okay, which is linear molecule. It has 4 fundamental vibrations, but in this symmetric stretching vibration is inactive. Okay, now because of this electronic effects are taking place. Now what are electronic effects? Now particular group, okay, which is absorbing a frequency but changes is occurring in that frequency, okay, and which takes place when another substituent is present next to it. Okay, હવે આ શેના લીધે થાય કે ભાઈ એબ્ઝોર્બન્સ ચેન્જ થાય છે પર્ટિક્યુલર ગ્રુપનું, બરોબર. વાય? બિકોઝ ઓફ ધ ચેન્જ ઇન ધ પ્રેઝન્સ ઓફ ધ સબસ્ટિટ્યુઅન્ટ્સ which may be changed, and these electronic effects lead to the different effects that are called as inductive effect, mesomeric effect and field effect. Okay, now what is inductive effect? Okay, normally alkyl groups causes inductive effect plus I effect. It results in lengthening or weakening of the bond. Okay, means what? If the alkyl groups are attached, okay, as a substituents, and what it is doing, it is leading to the lengthening of the bond or sometimes weakening of the bond, and hence because of that force constant is lowered and the wave number of absorption also decreases. You can see here example of formaldehyde, acetaldehyde and acetone. Okay, alkyl groups is increased. What is happening? It is decrease in the frequency taking place. While in the formaldehyde it was 1750, then acetaldehyde you have addition of 1 CH3 group. Okay, in acetone you have addition of 2 CH3 groups, and which is leading to decrease in the frequency, that is 1745 and 1715. Okay, similarly if the electronegative atoms are there, then it will be leading to the negative inductive effect. Okay, where it will be increasing the bond order, and because of that the force constant is increased. Okay, in positive inductive effect it was what? Force constant was decreasing, and which also lead to the decrease in the wave number. Here it will be increasing in the force constant taking place due to the presence of electronegative atom, and it will be leading to increase the force constant. So you can see here acetone, chloroacetone, dichloroacetone, means you are increasing, adding a chlorine molecule and electronegative atom into the acetone, and you are seeing that what is happening, increasing in the wave number or frequency is taking place. Okay, so this is called as inductive effect. Okay, depending upon of group attached. Now mesomeric effect is what? Okay, sometimes what is happening, the negative, that is electronegative atom are achieved and negative inductive effect is taking place. So it is dominated by mesomeric effect. Okay, and because of that the frequency falls, means the decrease in the frequency is taking place. Okay, here is an example given between amides and esters. Okay, benzamide and methyl benzoate. Okay, you can see the difference in the circuit, that is CONH2 and here it is COOCH3 is attached. Okay, now when you are comparing with the oxygen and nitrogen atom, the nitrogen atom is less electronegative than your oxygen atom. Okay, and you can say that the electron pair of nitrogen atom is more liable to participate in the conjugation. Okay, and because of that greater degree of conjugation, the C double bond O absorption frequency will be decreased. Okay, compared to in ester, you can see here in the figure. Okay, why? Because the amide group or nitrogen is less electronegative. Okay, then your oxygen, now you can see here oxygen is also electronegative in benzamide and nitrogen. Here in methyl benzoate, what it is, two electronegative atoms are present in both, but what is here, it one is nitrogen and here is oxygen. Here it is two oxygen atoms. Okay, means what? Okay, you can see the change in the frequency. Benzamide is 1693 and methyl benzoate is 1730. Means what? The conjugation, nitrogen atom will be liable to more conjugation, and because of degree of conjugation is increased. Okay, so the frequency of C double bond O in the amide is less. Okay, but here it is both the group are there, that is two oxygen, and because of that there is higher frequency. Okay, field effect. Now what is field effect? Field effect is lone pair of electrons present on the atoms influence each other through space interaction and changes the vibrational frequency of both the groups. Okay, you can see here lone pair of electron is present in an atom and which is influencing the interaction and changes of the vibrational frequencies of both the group. Okay, the group which is present on it and which is leading to the changes, and this is called as field effect. We have already studied the hydrogen bonding. Now bond angles. Okay, the bond angles. Okay, what is the C double bond O frequency is normally arising due to strain in cyclobutanes. Okay, bond angle strain, which is explained by bond angle strain. Okay, bond angle is reduced, okay, by below 120 in your carbonyl stretching. Okay, and is reduced and is occurred at higher frequency. Okay, but if the bond angle is pushed, okay, towards 120, then it leads to the increase in bond angle and thereby the stretching in CO frequency occurs at lower frequency. So bond angles also lead to the higher or lower frequency. If suppose I am talking about carbonyl group. Okay, now carbonyl group, if the bond angle is reduced below 120, then you will be occurring, the stretching will be occurring at higher frequency. But at the same time, okay, it is pushed toward, or we are going to increase the bond angle towards the 120, then it leads to the increase in bond angle, and so it occurs at the lower frequency. The stretching occurs at lower frequency. Okay, from the in the next lecture, students, we will be starting, okay, with infrared spectroscopy instrumentation. This is also most important because number of questions are asked from this topic. Okay, so we will be starting with infrared spectroscopy instrumentation in our next lecture, and hope today you have able to understand what we have discussed. If you have any doubt, you can ask me at any time. Thank you all.